All right, let's get right into it. We're talking about the 2026 T20 World Cup, and there's a hidden rule in play that honestly turns everything you think you know about the group stage completely on its head.
So let me ask you something that sounds kind of obvious. In a World Cup, does winning your group actually matter? I mean, of course it does, right? You battle it out, you finish on top, you get an easier path in the next round. That's how tournaments work. But what if I told you that for the biggest teams, the top dogs in this competition, it doesn't matter one bit?
Yep, you heard that right. For a whopping 8 teams, the answer is a flat-out no. Finishing first, finishing second, it makes zero difference to their path forward. Their spot in the next round is already set in stone. So how on earth does that work? Let's break it down. Okay, so the secret sauce here is something called pre-seeding. It's this twist the ICC has thrown in, and it totally changes the game. It's not about how well you do in your group, it's just about surviving it. So here's the deal with pre-seeding. Before the tournament even kicked off, the top 8 teams were basically given a label, A1, B2, C1, stuff like that. And that label locks in their exact spot for the next round, the Super 8s. It was all decided before a single ball was even bowled. And this is where you can really see how wild this is. In a normal tournament, you finish first, you get a reward, usually an easier opponent, but not here. In the 2026 T20 World Cup, your path is already paved. It's like you're on a train track that's already been laid out. You're not fighting for a better seat. You're just fighting to not get kicked off the train. Let's take India as a perfect example. They were preceded as A1. Now, listen to this. It doesn't matter if they absolutely crush their group and finish number 1, or if they just scrape by in second place. As long as they're in the top 2, they move on as A1. Their final position in the group, totally 100% irrelevant for what comes next. So, if winning the group is off the table as a goal, what's the only thing that matters? Just qualifying. That's it. But what if one of these pre-seeded giants stumbles? What if they don't even make it out of the group? Well, that is where things get really, really interesting. And check this out. It's not just a hypothetical. Take a look at Group B right now. Australia, one of those big pre-seeded teams, is in a world of hurt. They lost to Zimbabwe, which was a huge shock, and now they're sitting in third. That fancy pre-assigned spot they have waiting for them in the Super 8s, it's completely useless if they can't even get there. This brings us to the replacement role, and this is so important. If Australia does get knocked out, the team that takes their spot, let's say it's Zimbabwe, doesn't just move on. They essentially become Australia in the tournament bracket. They inherit that B2 seed and slide right into the exact spot that was reserved for the Aussies. It's like they're stealing their schedule. Okay, so let's zoom out a bit. Why was this whole thing designed in the first place? Well, it was all about engineering some absolutely massive, can't-miss showdowns for all of us watching. So here's Super 8, Group 1, with all the games planned for India. And just look at this lineup, assuming all the seeds get through. You've got India, Australia, West Indies, and South Africa. I mean, come on. That is an absolutely blockbuster group, and it's no accident. And then you've got the other half of the draw over in Sri Lanka, another group of titans, Pakistan, the host Sri Lanka, England, and New Zealand. You can see the entire Super 8 stage was basically a pre-written script, just waiting for the actors to show up. And this is the payoff, right? An epic India versus Australia clash is already on the calendar, February 26th in Chennai. Fans can book their tickets, broadcasters have it circled in red. But, and this is a huge but, it all hinges on Australia actually surviving their group. And as we saw, that is no guarantee. I know what you're probably thinking. This whole system feels a bit weird, right? Maybe even a little unfair. It kind of takes away some of that classic tournament drama. So why on earth would the organizers set it up this way?
Well, it really all boils down to one word: logistics. Think about it. For a tournament this huge, knowing exactly where and when the big draw teams like India or England are going to be playing makes life so much easier for everyone. Fans can plan their trips with confidence, TV crews know where they need to be. It's basically a way to inject some certainty into the beautiful chaos of sport.
So that really leaves us with the big question, doesn't it? By creating this super organized system for perfect matchups, are we accidentally killing off some of the magic? I mean, what about the beautiful chaos of a tournament? The upsets, the uncertainty, the underdog stories that we all love? Is this a system for a perfect tournament, or one that's maybe lost a little bit of its soul? Something to chew on as you watch the rest of the group stage unfold.